Today's video walkthrough is going to introduce you to WorkPro's Global Sanctions Checks. So if you're using us for Global Sanctions Checks, the first thing that you need to do is to send a candidate a request from our platform. So logging in as an administrator, selecting request, and you can send one request to one candidate or you can send a bulk request to many candidates. Entering the person's name and their email address, coming over here and selecting Global Sanctions Check, and then you're sending the request. So once the request has been sent, the candidate will receive an email invitation with instructions, a live link, and a single-use token. Once the request has been sent from our platform, if that task remains outstanding, we'll also send them 3 auto reminders 3 days apart. So the candidates now received their invitation, and their responsibility is to sign up or log in to the WorkPro platform. They're either signing up for an account or they're logging in with an existing username and password. Selecting background checks, and you can see here the Global Sanctions Check, and they're simply starting that check. WorkPro is available on any device, on a PC, but if they're on an Android, an Apple, a tablet, this will be optimized for any of those devices. So the person is entering their personal details, their birth details, and any addresses. Selecting next. They're also uploading a government-issued photo ID. Selecting next. And they're agreeing to the terms and conditions that they understand this check may be processed through a government database, and they're then submitting the check. Once that application has been completed, the background check will be stored in their digital profile online with the status of in progress until the check is finalised. That status will then change to finalised with the date that the check was completed. So they've got an audit trail as well. So once that application's been completed, you'll be receiving an email alert letting you know that the application is ready to be processed if and when you need to. So logging in as an administrator, coming over here to background checks and choosing Global Sanctions. You'll see here there is a status on waiting on candidate, so the candidate's yet to complete their application. Either that or a please review. So the please review, you can see the candidate's information, you can see their addresses, selecting next, and you can view their application, their consent that matches their government-issued photo ID. You can either reject it as well, so the candidate will receive an email saying there is something wrong with their check, showing what is wrong with their check and inviting them to make that correction. If all is in order, you're then submitting that check for processing through to the government database. WorkPro's vetting team will open up every single application, so we'll check that the application makes sense, the addresses are correct, the government-issued photo ID matches the signature prior to processing it through the official database. The turnaround time depends on the country that you need the check completed. Once the check has been completed, you'll receive another email invitation letting you know the check's finalised, inviting you back into the platform, where you'll see a status change of finalised with a full report that sits behind that. Each report is date and time stamped, so you'll have a full audit trail should you need it. That concludes today's quick video walkthrough. Naturally, if you have any questions, please give us a call on 1300 975 776 or info@workpro.com.au.